Okay, welcome to the Modern Contractor Podcast. Today we got a special episode. We're actually going to kind of give you an inside look at what a coaching call can be like with Nick and Myra here. They're a current client, and we've been working together for a little bit now. But I thought it might be nice for the audience to see me interacting and answering questions that our clients have, and then we'll ask them about their experience and things like that at the end. So thank you very much for being on here. So what we do, sorry, I interrupted. So what we do prior to a coaching call is typically our clients will send over a couple questions or any problems that have come up in that time frame from the last time we talked. As we develop the coaching program, we're also going to develop into some group things where everybody can kind of help each other and come up with different ideas. So Myra had sent some questions over ahead of time. She will be asking a couple of those, and then I should introduce you a little bit more to what Nick and Myra do. They own Nick's Painting Plus. They're a painting contractor in Central Iowa. They are coming up on their 10th anniversary of doing business in Central Iowa. They're very similar to my mindset as far as how they take care of customers. They're focused on the customer experience a lot as well, and that's what I think the future is for successful contractors, is to really take care of their customers. What we've learned at Burridge Home Solution is after 22 years of doing business, I worry more about the customer experience than I worry about leads every day of the week. So we're always trying to get better and take care of customers. And that's the whole idea of the Modern Contractor Coaching Program, is to help contractors take the next step and take care of their customers, and also create the life that they want as well. And that's one of the questions Myra's going to kind of ask right about now.
Yeah, so Brian, as you said, that's, our main focus also is customer service. So one of my questions to you is work-life balance. Mm-hmm. What advice, recommendations do you have for us as far as work-life balance?
Okay, so I'm going to be very, very straightforward about this. I personally am not good at the work-life balance, but that's not in a negative way. It's by my choice. I love working. I love working with my customers. I love working with my employees. And so I'm at a point where I'm not trying to figure that out. My son is 19 years old. He's off to college. You know, my wife's been used to this for 22 years, that I'm kind of a workaholic. But I do have clients that are looking for that. So one practice that I actually had my wife do, because she was kind of in the same thought, but one thing that I do is I do a lot of time blocking. Okay? You guys, so I will go, and this happens a lot when I'm in Florida. I will pick a time frame, and I say, okay, I'm going to work, but then I'm going to work for 20 minutes hard on some project I have to get done. But then I'm going to stop for, it might be 20 minutes, it might be 30 minutes, and I'm going to go sit in the hot tub. I'm going to go read a book. I'm going to go spend time with my son, or whatever it might be at the time. But I found that if you block out times where you truly focus on work, and then block out times where you truly focus on family, work balance, whatever that is, then you won't. Which means, though, don't have your phones ringing with work. Don't answer your phone. Pick a time. So everybody says, I have people work for me. They're like, well, I can't do what you do with your email. I check my email at most twice a day.
Okay.
I'm actually getting down to almost 1.5 times. Like I'll partially check it, and then I come in and check it. In our industry, there's very few things that require immediate attention. So have a time at home where you're not doing anything with work. Have a time where you don't have the work phone that can interrupt you. You both have phones. I'm sure the crews and everybody are calling. Have a time where you're not responding. But that also requires a certain amount of staff and everything.
Yes.
To do that. But I think the first thing is you have to create times where if you want the work-life balance, mm-hmm. you have to tell yourself there's times where you're not working.
Yeah. And I feel like we're sorry, but I feel like we're getting there. Mm-hmm. It's going back into like the hiring. We're in the process of having the temp agency find us someone. So that's really exciting for us to have the ability to have the time blocked.
Well, I think when we talked about hiring the person, I said you need to decide what you want to do, and then you need to hire somebody to do the other stuff.
Yeah.
And you guys are en route to do that. What's that going to do for your work-life balance?
A lot. That's really going to free up a lot of space for us to just block off and say, okay, this is family time. This is focus time, and it's really going to just open up big windows for us.
And another thing you've done recently is you've gotten out of your house.
Yes.
So when it's in your house, it's impossible to get away from. But now that you've gotten out, you've gotten an office, you can get away from it.
Yep.
But I don't have. So how do I do it when I don't have any notifications on my phone having to do with work? Actually, I don't have any notifications at all that ever beep. But you're going to have to do that, due to where there's times that you just don't work.
Okay.
What was the other question?
So my other question to you is systems and structures. So going back to us moving out of our home office into a office now, we are in the process of starting our showroom and hiring somebody to help around the office. So what structure, I guess, can you recommend for us to kind of put those in place?
Well, the first thing that I think that, and we've already talked about this, is you need a CRM. I know you're using QuickBooks. QuickBooks has its abilities, but if you have a program that can, again, help with the organization of your clients and the follow-up with your clients, and you can set automatic activities, so when you complete a job and the job's marked complete, you can have them get an email, thank you very much, here's a little hint, like we do, and I think I've shown you, so we have a lot of that automated. I don't want to automate everything because I think with AI and everything, people are going to get real sick of talking to robots. I think they still want to talk to human beings, but you can still send things, and that would organize all of it in one place, and you can set those follow-up calls, and you can have all of that. I know QuickBooks has some capability, and we have a CRM that you can use.
Okay.
That will allow you to do that and set those activities. That's one thing. And then slowly but surely, as you grow, you're going to have to write down standard operating procedures.
Yeah.
You're going to have it in writing, because what's going to happen is as you grow, you're going to have to hire more people. And what I've done here, from 8 to 39 employees in 4 years, we just keep moving people into different positions and backfilling and everything. So when you go to backfill, it's really nice to have a standard operating procedure you can put in front of somebody and say, this is your job, and this is your job description, and this is what you're going to do.
Well, we're excited for that.
So we're going to cut the podcast a little bit short right now, because we'll continue this conversation with Nick and Myra. They have more things they want to talk about. But as I promised in the beginning, I don't want these podcasts to be long and drawn out. I want them to be kind of quick and to the point, and hopefully you just take something away from it that you can use to improve your business. But I'd be remiss if I didn't ask, how has the coaching been going for you? How's it helped?
It's been going really good. We really appreciate your help and look forward to continuing.
Nick, what do you think?
I think it's going good. Having the push and just the advice has helped a lot, and giving us confidence to take the next step really helps. So.
Okay. Well, thank you both for doing this. I know this wasn't number one on your list of what you wanted to do on a Friday afternoon, but I do appreciate the time. And if I can help any of you in any way, let us know.
Thanks for having us.
Yep. Thank you.